Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm
And
Eric,
I'm Ty.
and we are ShantottoCast, and this
Woo.
isn't really a typical episode of ours.
This isn't really an
Um,
episode of ours, really. It's just kind of an announcement, kind of. It's a promise of a future episode. It's an announcement of an announcement, kind of.
yeah, look, if you were in the Starcraft 2 community about what years? Okay, about like 13, 14 years ago, um, you know that announcing announcements is a really, really bad thing. Um, Jeff in Control Robinson did that. Rest in peace. But we got some good memes out of it. His snark got us through the dark times. He redeemed himself. But in the meantime, basically what this is, if you couldn't tell from the title, we're going to be doing a survey of your hot takes.
Yeah. So we did a while ago at this point, years ago at this point, we did
It was about 4 or 5 years, yeah.
yeah, we did an episode where we just took people's hot takes from Reddit, from the Facebook groups, from our local group chat, just to like talk about it, like kind of because I remember originally it was just like, is this a hot take? Do we agree with it? Do we disagree with it? Why? Um, and it's our best performing video far and beyond, far and beyond. I don't know how it
Yeah, I
has
think
that many
we
views.
I genuinely think we touched a lot of people from a lot of different communities with that one
Yeah.
because Ty remind me what the view count is on that one.
Uh,
You checked, I didn't.
last I checked, it was like 120K,
Yeah, that's a lot.
which
And
like
and
I have no idea. Like our spoilers get around like 200, 250. The Materia Cup got 1,000 views, which like, we love it. Like we're happy with every single view that we get. But when we're averaging like 2 to 500, seeing seeing the 120K is a little bit of a surprise.
yeah, fun fact, that video by itself qualified us for AdSense.
Oh, that's funny.
Like we don't do it. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be seeing ads on our videos, but
Yeah.
like if we wanted to sign up for like YouTube and Google AdSense, that video alone qualifies us for it.
Look,
It's
if
kind of ridiculous.
if the other hot takes episode does well, or if the future promise of a hot takes episode does well, like who knows? Like if you see a little ads, I don't know.
I'd love getting $4 a month from YouTube. That sounds awesome.
We can buy a pack for that.
We can buy it. Yeah, we can buy a pack with that money. Who knows? Maybe that one pack will have a signature in it.
Yeah, you never know. We still need that Clive baby. Yeah, but anyway, so we wanted to do another episode where we take your guys' hot takes, we talk about them, figure them out, a la Anthony Fantano. However, we're doing things a little bit differently. Instead of just saying, "Hey, what's your hot take?" We're actually going to be sending out a survey via Google Docs.
Yeah, and so this survey, I put it together. Got some feedback from Ty and a couple other friends of ours, and basically the idea is the focus is the first question. We want your hot take on the game. We want to hear your unique opinions, and specifically the things that you think about the game that nobody else really thinks, or like your small little echo chamber of your friends thinks. We don't need to hear like hey, Refia needs to be banned. We don't want to hear stuff about chaos. Like we get that stuff. We understand that, right? Like we've heard that before. That's a community wide kind of discussion going on. We want to hear the weird stuff that like what's the weird ban requests you have? What do you want removed from the ban list? What do you want like more exposure for in the game? What do you want like what fringe stuff do you have opinions on? And these kinds of things, we have a little bit of a guideline for that in the survey here, and then the rest is just supplementary information, just stuff to give us a little bit of context on who we're talking, who's talking about these opinions.
Yeah, and mind you, like you don't. We only made a couple of the things like mandatory fill outs. Everything else, like you can fill it out if you want. It's mainly just kind of for us. It's like I don't want to call it like a general survey of the community, but it's just a little like, hey, like the thing is, if someone says, let's say we get two opinions where someone says, I think we should ban chocolate, and then we get another opinion that's like, I think we should unban Guido, and then we see from the Guido player that they've been playing for like, I don't know, let's say they've been playing for like a year or something. It's like, okay, like, yeah, like, or a year or less. It's just like, okay, well, maybe you didn't understand why Guido was banned in the first place, or you didn't get the meta at the time. Like, but obviously that's still something we want to talk about. I mean, honestly, I'm going to submit that as my own hot take that Guido should be unbanned. But look, that deck was so much fun. But anyway, but it, like if we see that you've been playing for a lot of years, it kind of gives us that kind of idea of like, okay, we know kind of when you've been playing and kind of how long you've been playing. Like it makes sense for you to feel that way. And then everything else is just, we want to see kind of where you're at.
Yeah, I mean, it helps us put together a lot of kind of contextual information, and it also makes further discussion points, right? Like, if someone who's been in the game for a month says that, Clive is bannable, then it doesn't carry the same weight as someone who's been playing since the beginning, right? Like, someone who's seen more stuff. Um, so, yeah, we just want to hear your opinions on this stuff. We think it's fun to talk about, and the last time we made a video like this, the comments were great. The engagement on the Facebook and Reddit groups were great. It was really fun to talk with you guys about it, and it sparked a lot of discussion between people that weren't even like we weren't even involved in some of these discussions. So we think it's just good overall to have these kind of discussions more openly.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, a part of the reason why we came back to this idea. I mean, I think even in our video we said like, "Hey, we want to come back to this eventually." But Winter Cup, kind of, I don't want to say it kind of sparked the fire. This is something we've been thinking about doing for a while. But I was kind of hearing a lot of different opinions and a lot of very interesting opinions. And there was a couple times where I was just like, I don't know where you're coming from. And then after the person explained it, I'm like, wait, no, that makes sense. Like, oh, I see 100% why you think that. Like. And, I mean, a couple of the opinions, honestly, I kind of agreed with at the end. Like,
so here we have it, everyone. Ty is gullible, and he crumbles to persuasion.
oh, so true, bestie. So true, bestie.
Quick,
Oh my
just
god.
everybody go in on that. But no, jokes aside, we don't want this to be too long. But that's the basis for this. Please click the link in the description to follow to our Google Forms. We will keep this poll open for, I don't know, Ty, what do you think is reasonable? 2-3 weeks, I think, is pretty fair.
Probably like 2 weeks after we release the video and post it everywhere. I think is probably
Yeah.
the go to.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be dropping it on Facebook, Reddit, Discords, just everywhere we can to get people involved. And I'm really looking forward to reading all these responses because typically aggregating this data is hilarious if
Yeah.
last time is anything to go by.
Yeah, and I mean, we see some genuine, like, really good takes. We've seen some really hot takes. Like, we've seen some crazy stuff. So, I'm excited to see what we get back.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and we will catch you guys in the next one when we reveal all of these hot, scalding takes.
Heck yeah.
All right, catch you guys later.